Hey there everyone, my name's Minimat, and yeah, you guys know who I am. I upload a lot of stuff, and I said the next episode I was gonna, or at least the next thing I was gonna upload would be a top 10 of underrated RPGs. It's still a work in progress, do not worry, but there was just this little thing that I feel like I have to talk about a bit. Mighty Number 9 got delayed again, and as a man who loves Keiji Inafune's work, who loved the Mega Man series, still does, and was just a huge, like, fan of what Mighty Number 9 was going to be, and possibly out of my whole group of friends, the most excited for this game. It's still being fucking delayed. And it's a thing that I cannot understand. Because they raised so much goddamn money for the game. And here's the thing, like, it was supposed to get, like, an early 2015 release. I think it was supposed to be released in, like, September 10th or whatever. It was near my birthday when it was getting released, so I'm born on September 26th, so it was around there. And it got pushed to later notice. And I kind of understand a game being delayed because maybe, like, it just wasn't ready, and, you know, I find companies that just give games like, oh, it's definitely coming out this day, and then just completely fucking botching it is just normal, I guess, now in our gaming world, because this has happened a lot with games. But here we go again with Mighty Number 9. It has now been delayed once again. And they said it might be in April when it's coming out, or somewhere around there. You'll have to forgive me if I don't really believe that. And the thing is, I really don't understand why we're not getting it now. Because they must have done so much shit in the past 2.5 years that they've been working on the game that, like, it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done by now, because this shit's been going since, like, I think 2013, like, was when the Kickstarter ended. And we are now in 2016, folks. Granted, like, it's not like, oh, it was this date where they said 3 years ago. No, I know that. But 2.5 years is long enough to make a Mega Man clone game, alright? And I understand that you're probably like, well, maybe they just want to make it the best. Yes, I get that, but, like, it doesn't make any sense as to why it's taking this long. It's retarded, honestly. Like, I don't physically understand why it's taking so long. Like, we've had so many problems with this kind of stuff recently. Like, it seems to be everywhere now where games are just getting pushed back because, you know, nobody wants to fucking do anything about it. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 gets getting pushed off because, you know, the workers are still doing Final Fantasy 15, which is great. But now, like, we haven't gotten any new news on FF15, and now it's all like, Episode 7 might be episodic. It's like, okay, well, it's not might be, I think it's definite, but I'm okay with that, but, like, stop breaking up shit to, like, work on other stuff. Complete one thing first, and then go on to the next, you know? And I feel like it's the same thing with Mighty Number 9. Like, if you guys don't know the whole Red Ash fiasco, I think that's what it was called. It was essentially supposed to be like this Mega Man Legends successor, which a lot of people were kind of like iffy about, because if you saw the Kickstarter trailer, it looked really bad. But everyone kind of liked the idea of it, but no one really backed it, and then essentially the company got bought out by one person, and I think this was also a Keiji Inafune product. And the problem is, instead of waiting for Mighty Number 9 to be released and he gets all the money from it, besides all the money he made from Kickstarter, and making another game, he sets up another Kickstarter when his first game wasn't even completed yet. And it's, at least that's how I think it all is, or at least the successor was going to come into, like, Mega Man Legends before Mighty Number 9 was even done, and was going to see how that was going to do. Although with $3 million, I really think that, like, the game's going somewhere, you know, but, like, it got delayed again, and it's just the worst news I've ever heard in, like, gaming history like, not so far, but, like, recently. Like, it's the worst news that I've heard. And it's, I can't physically understand how it's getting delayed again. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, you know how many pre-orders there have been on Steam? 2 of my friends have pre-ordered this, like, the game on Steam. So many people must have pre-ordered it at EB Games or GameStop or wherever you pre-order your shit. Amazon, everything, and it's just, it's getting pushed again. Like, I don't believe it. It's just so dumb. I don't understand this. Like, come on, Kinji Inafune, listen. Just release the game already, alright? We've waited long enough. I think that's the best thing I can summarize as to why we want the game. The best way that I can say it is, we've waited long enough. We waited for a Mega Man game that was never coming. We've waited for several that weren't coming. And now I feel like Mighty Number 9 is taking this turn. That's what I'm afraid of, is that we're going to lose this game that was really amazing looking when I first saw it. And to this day, Mighty Number 9's theme is like one of my favorite songs of all time, at least. It's so good, and I was looking so forward to this, and now I'm afraid we'll never get it. And the sad part is that could be a reality, and I really don't want that to happen. I want the spiritual successor to my favorite game series, that's not an RPG game series, to live on. I wanted Beck to not replace Mega Man, but to rise up with him. I wanted Beck to be what could be my new mascot kind of guy. Mega Man will always have a special place in my heart, but I would have liked to see Beck do what he needs to do. I don't know. Just let me guys know what you guys think, alright? I need to peace out because I need to go make supper. So until then, guys, see ya.